Oh, hey you. So you finally decided to answer the door. Do you have any idea how long I've been standing out here, waiting for you to notice me? I've been texting you all day, and you couldn't even bother to send me one reply, not even a simple, hey, or I'm busy, nothing. So naturally, I came over here myself, because clearly that's the only way to get your attention anymore. Are you just going to stand there, or are you going to let me in? Thank you. Finally, some basic courtesy. Now, are you going to explain yourself, or do I have to drag it out of you? Why have you been ignoring me all day? And don't you dare say you didn't see my messages. I know you saw them. I can see the read receipts. So what? You just decided my texts weren't important enough to respond to? That my time, my effort, my concern, none of that mattered? I don't think you understand how frustrating this is for me. I have a lot of people who want my attention, a lot of people who would respond immediately if I texted them. But I chose to text you because I actually wanted to talk to you specifically. And you just left me on read for hours. Do you know how that feels? It feels like I'm not a priority to you. Like you can just ignore me whenever you feel like it, and I'll just accept it. Well, I won't. I won't just sit around and wait for you to decide I'm worth your time. That's why I'm here, to remind you that you can't just ignore me. I deserve better than that, don't I? Look at you. You're barely even reacting. Are you tired? Or are you just that indifferent to me being upset? Either way, I'm not leaving until we talk about this properly. So you might as well sit down, because I have a lot to say. First of all, when I text you, I expect a response within a reasonable time frame. And by reasonable, I mean within an hour. Maybe 2 if you're genuinely busy. But 8 hours? 8 entire hours of silence? That's unacceptable. I'm not asking for constant attention. I'm just asking for basic communication. Is that really so much to expect? Second, when you finally do respond, it shouldn't be with some short, lazy reply. I want actual conversation, actual engagement, not just yeah or okay or some emoji that tells me nothing. I want to feel like you're actually interested in talking to me, like you value what I have to say, and you're not just going through the motions. And third, if you're going to be busy all day, you could at least warn me ahead of time, so I'm not sitting there checking my phone every 5 minutes, wondering if you're okay. Because yes, I do worry about you, even when I'm annoyed. Even when I'm standing here listing all the ways you've disappointed me today. I still care, whether I want to admit it or not. But caring doesn't mean I'm going to let you treat me like I'm optional, like you can just fit me into your schedule whenever it's convenient for you. I'm not optional. I'm important, and I need you to recognize that. Do you understand what I'm saying? Look at me when I'm talking to you. I need to see that you're actually listening, that this isn't just going in one ear and out the other. Good. Thank you. Now, are you going to explain what was so important today that you couldn't spare 30 seconds to text me back? Work. You were busy with work. Of course you were. And I suppose I'm just supposed to accept that, except that your job is more important than I am. I know work is important. I know you have responsibilities, but so do I. And I still made time to think about you today. I still made time to reach out, to try to connect with you. even when I had 1,000 other things going on. So why couldn't you do the same for me? Why couldn't you take 1 minute, just 1 minute, to let me know you were thinking about me too? Unless you weren't thinking about me. Is that it? Did you just forget about me entirely? Because that would hurt more than being ignored. Knowing that I wasn't even on your mind, that I didn't cross your thoughts once all day. I don't want to be that person, the one who has to beg for attention, who has to demand to be noticed. But apparently, that's what I've been reduced to. Standing here in your apartment, listing all my grievances, hoping you'll finally realize how much this bothers me. And you know what the worst part is? The worst part is, I shouldn't have to do this. You should just know. You should just understand that I need to hear from you, that I need to feel like I matter to you. But instead, I have to spell it out for you, like some kind of instruction manual. How to properly care for your girlfriend. Step 1, respond to her texts. It sounds ridiculous when I say it like that, doesn't it? But it's true. That's what this feels like. Like I have to teach you how to treat me, because you can't figure it out on your own. And maybe that's not fair. Maybe I'm being too harsh. But I've been holding this in all day. All day I've been getting more and more frustrated, checking my phone, seeing nothing, checking again, still nothing. Do you know how many times I almost called you? How many times I typed out a message, deleted it, typed it again, deleted it again? Because I didn't want to seem desperate. I didn't want to seem like I was overreacting. But I was desperate. I am desperate for even the smallest acknowledgement from you. And that scares me. Because I'm not supposed to need anyone this much. I'm not supposed to care this much. I'm supposed to be the one who's aloof, who's independent, who doesn't need validation from anyone. But with you it's different. I find myself constantly seeking your approval, your attention, your affection. And when I don't get it, I feel lost. Like I don't know what to do with myself. Like something essential is missing. And I hate that feeling. I hate feeling dependent on someone else for my happiness. But I can't help it. I can't help the way you make me feel. When you do pay attention to me, when you do respond, when you do make me feel special, it's like everything else fades away, and all that matters is that moment between us. And I want more of those moments. I need more of those moments. But I can't force you to give them to me. I can't demand that you feel the same way I do. All I can do is stand here and hope that you understand. Hope that you can see past my proud exterior, past all my demands and complaints, and see that underneath all of this, I'm just scared. Scared that I care more than you do. Scared that I'm more invested than you are. Scared that one day you'll wake up and realize you don't need me the way I need you. And then what? What happens to me then? I go back to being alone, to being the girl who didn't need anyone. Except now I know what it's like to have someone, to have you. And I don't think I could go back. I don't think I could forget how this feels. So yes, I'm demanding. Yes, I'm high maintenance. Yes, I expect a lot from you. But it's only because I'm trying to hold on to this, trying to hold on to us in the only way I know how. Even if that means coming over here unannounced, even if that means listing all my expectations, even if that means risking looking foolish, or desperate, or needy. I'd rather do all of that than lose you. So, are you going to say something? Or are you just going to keep staring at me like that? You're making this harder than it needs to be. You know that. I came over here prepared to be angry, prepared to tell you off, prepared to demand better treatment. But now I'm just tired. Tired of pretending I don't care as much as I do. Tired of acting like I'm above needing reassurance from you. Because the truth is, I do need it. I need to know that I'm important to you. That I'm not just someone you text when you're bored, or someone you see when it's convenient. I need to be more than that. I need to matter. And maybe I've been going about this all wrong. Maybe instead of demanding your attention, I should be asking for it. But I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to be vulnerable like that. I've spent so long building up these walls, protecting myself from getting hurt, that now that I actually want to let someone in, I don't know how. I don't know how to say, I missed you today, without it sounding weak. I don't know how to say, I need you, without it sounding desperate. I don't know how to just be honest about my feelings, without worrying about how it makes me look. But I'm trying, right now. I'm trying to be honest with you. Even though every instinct is telling me to leave, to protect my pride, to act like I don't care, I'm staying. Because you're worth more to me than my pride. You're worth the discomfort, the vulnerability, the risk of rejection. So please just tell me something. Tell me that today wasn't intentional, that you weren't avoiding me. Tell me that I still matter to you, even when you're busy. Because I need to hear it. I need to hear you say it. I can't just assume anymore. I can't just tell myself that of course you care. I need the words. I need the reassurance. I need to know that I'm not making this all up in my head. That this relationship, this connection between us, it's real, and it's important to you too. Please. Wait, you're saying you're sorry? You're saying work was overwhelming today, and you didn't even check your phone until just now. And when you did check it, you saw all my messages, and you felt terrible. Oh, I didn't know. I thought you were deliberately ignoring me, that you saw my texts and chose not to respond. But you didn't even see them. You were just genuinely busy. And here I am, standing in your apartment, accusing you of not caring, when really, you just had a difficult day. I feel like such an idiot. I let my insecurities take over. I let my fear of being unimportant cloud my judgment. And now I've probably made you feel terrible when you were already stressed. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I should have given you the benefit of the doubt. I should have asked what was going on before jumping to conclusions, but I was just so anxious all day, wondering if I'd done something wrong, if you were upset with me. And the longer I went without hearing from you, the more convinced I became that you were pulling away. That maybe you'd realized I was too much, too demanding, too high maintenance, and you were looking for a way to let me down easy. So I came over here, ready to confront you, ready to demand answers, when really, I was just scared. Scared of losing you, scared of not being enough. And I took that fear and I turned it into anger, into entitlement, into demands, because that felt safer than admitting how much I actually need you. But I do need you. I need you so much, it terrifies me. And I don't know how to handle that. I don't know how to be the girl who needs someone, because I've spent my whole life being the girl who doesn't need anyone. The girl who's independent, who's self-sufficient, who's perfectly fine on her own. But with you, I'm not fine on my own. I'm better when you're around. I'm happier when I can talk to you. I'm more myself when I'm with you. And that's new for me. So when you don't respond, when I can't reach you, I panic. Because suddenly I'm reminded of how dependent I've become, how much I've let you in. And that vulnerability, it scares me more than anything. So I lash out. I make demands. I act entitled. Because that's easier than saying, I'm scared. Easier than saying, I missed you. Easier than admitting that my whole day felt wrong because I couldn't talk to you. But standing here now, seeing the way you're looking at me, hearing you apologize when you did nothing wrong, I realize how unfair I've been. How unfair it is to expect you to just know what I need when I can barely articulate it myself. You're not a mind reader. You can't know that I'm spiraling unless I tell you, and I haven't been telling you. I've been hiding behind this facade of not caring, of being above such petty concerns as whether or not my boyfriend texts me back. But I'm not above it. I do care. I care so much. And I think it's time I start being honest about that. Time I start asking for what I need instead of demanding it. Time I start being vulnerable with you instead of protecting my pride. So, can I try again? Can I start over? And this time, be the person I actually want to be with you? Instead of the person I think I'm supposed to be? Because the truth is, I don't want to be demanding. I don't want to be difficult. I just want to be close to you. I just want to feel connected to you. And if that means being more open, more honest, more vulnerable, then I'm willing to try. So, here goes. I missed you today. I missed you so much that I kept checking my phone, hoping to see your name. And every time I didn't, it hurt a little more. Not because I'm entitled to your constant attention, but because I genuinely wanted to share my day with you. I wanted to tell you about the annoying thing my coworker said, and the funny thing I saw on my way home, and the random thought I had that made me think of you. I wanted all of those little moments, those little connections throughout the day. And when I didn't get them, I felt disconnected from you. Like we were drifting apart, even though it had only been a few hours. And I know that's probably irrational. I know one day of not texting doesn't mean anything, but my brain doesn't always listen to logic, especially when it comes to you. So I'm asking now, not demanding, asking. Can we maybe set aside some time each day just to check in with each other? Even if it's just a quick, hey, thinking of you, or hope your day is going well. I know you're busy. I know you have responsibilities, and I respect that. But I also need to feel like I'm part of your life, even on the busy days. Is that something we can do? Can you help me feel secure, even when we can't talk much? You're nodding. You're saying yes. You're saying you understand, that you want that too. And you're sorry you made me feel neglected, even though it wasn't intentional. Thank you. Thank you for understanding. Thank you for not making me feel silly for needing this. Thank you for being patient with me, even when I show up at your door making accusations. I promise I'll try to be better about communicating, about telling you when I'm feeling insecure, instead of letting it build up until I explode. And I promise I'll try to remember that you have a life outside of us, that you're not ignoring me on purpose. Can I stay for a while? I know I kind of barged in here uninvited, but now that I'm here, I don't really want to leave. Not yet. Not when I'm finally starting to feel close to you again. Is that okay? Can I just sit with you for a bit? I won't be demanding. I promise. I'll just be here with you. Maybe we can watch something, or just talk, or even just sit in comfortable silence. I don't need anything elaborate. I just need you, your presence, your warmth, your attention, even if it's quiet attention. Thank you. Can I sit closer to you? I know I probably don't deserve it after how I acted, but I just want to be near you. I want to feel your presence, feel grounded again, feel like everything is okay between us. Is this okay? Me sitting right next to you like this? You're not uncomfortable, are you? Good, good. This is nice. Just being here, close to you, not having to say anything. I feel like I can finally breathe again, like the tightness in my chest is finally loosening. All day I've been wound up, anxious, tense, but now I'm starting to relax. Your presence does that to me. It calms me down, makes everything feel manageable again. Can I rest my head on your shoulder? Thank you. This is perfect. I can hear your breathing, steady and calm, and it's helping me match my own. In and out. In and out. Slow and steady, no rush, just existing here together. I'm sorry I was so difficult earlier. I'm sorry I came in here with all my demands and complaints. You didn't deserve that. You've been nothing but good to me. And I repaid that by assuming the worst, by letting my insecurities control me. But I'm going to work on that. I'm going to work on trusting you more, trusting us more, because this is what I want. Not the drama, not the conflict, not the power struggle. Just this, just us, together, peacefully. I think somewhere along the way, I convinced myself that relationships had to be difficult. That if it wasn't dramatic, if there wasn't constant tension, then it wasn't real. But that's not true, is it? Real love, it's not about the drama. It's about the quiet moments, the simple togetherness. It's about being able to sit in silence and feel completely content. About knowing that even when you're not talking, you're still connected. And I have that with you. I have that peace, that contentment. I just need to stop sabotaging it. Stop creating problems where there aren't any. Stop letting my fear convince me that something's wrong when everything is actually right. Can you help me with that? Can you help remind me when I start spiraling that we're okay? That you're not going anywhere? That I'm not losing you? That we're in this together? I know it's a lot to ask. I know I should be able to reassure myself. But sometimes I just need to hear it from you. You're saying yes. You're saying you'll remind me as many times as I need. You're saying you're not going anywhere. That you want this just as much as I do. And suddenly, all those fears I had earlier, they feel so small, so insignificant. because you're here and you're choosing to be here. And that's all that matters. Thank you for being patient with me, for understanding me even when I don't understand myself, for seeing past my difficult exterior and recognizing the scared girl underneath. I don't know what I did to deserve you, but I'm grateful every day that I have you. Can we just stay like this for a while? I don't want to move. I don't want this moment to end. I just want to stay right here, in your arms, where I feel safe, where I feel loved. The rest of the world can wait. Right now, this is all I need. Your heartbeat, your warmth, your steady presence. It's grounding me, reminding me that I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. And I never want to take that for granted. I never want to forget how lucky I am to have found someone who sees me, really sees me, and still chooses to stay. I'm getting sleepy. Is it okay if I close my eyes for a bit? I know I should probably go home soon, but I'm so comfortable right now, and I don't want to leave. I don't want to break this perfect moment. Can I just rest here with you for a little while longer? Thank you. You always know exactly what I need, even before I do. I'm going to close my eyes now, just for a moment, and I'm going to let myself fully relax, fully trust that you've got me, that I'm safe here, that I don't need to worry, that everything is exactly as it should be. Your hand, you're gently stroking my hair, and it feels so nice, so soothing, so tender, so perfectly gentle. I could get used to this soft version of us, where I don't have to be demanding or difficult, where I can just be myself, vulnerable and honest and open. I think this is who I want to be with you from now on. Not the snobby girl who shows up making demands, but the girl who asks, who trusts, who lets herself be cared for. I want to be the girl who can say, I need you, without feeling weak. Who can admit when I'm scared, when I'm insecure, when I'm struggling. And who trusts that you'll be there, patient and understanding, just like you are right now. I'm so grateful for you, for this, for us. And I promise, I'll try to show it more often. Not through demands or tests, but through honesty, through vulnerability, through trust. I'm drifting now, feeling so peaceful, so content. Can you stay with me while I rest? I need to know you're here, that when I open my eyes, you'll still be beside me. You're not going anywhere. You promise? Okay. I trust you. I'm going to let myself drift off then, knowing you're right here, watching over me. Thank you for everything, for understanding, for forgiving, for loving me even when I make it difficult. I love you. I know I don't say it enough, but I do. I love you so much. And I'll try to show it better. I'll try to be the partner you deserve. Starting tomorrow, when I wake up, I'll be better. But right now, I just want to sleep in your arms, feeling safe, feeling loved, feeling like I'm finally home. Good night, sweetheart. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Sweet dreams.